Hello, I'm Executive Chef Joseph Schutza. Welcome to our kitchen. Today I'd like to share with you another version of my stuffed peppers. This particular version I like to serve during Lent or even during the summer when even the vegetables are a little more plentiful and obviously in season. This will be a vegetarian stuffed bell pepper. It is gluten-free or could be made gluten-free very easily. So join me now as I show you how easy this beautiful, flavorful dish is. Well, this time I'd like to say thank you very much to current subscribers. Your support is greatly appreciated. First timers and repeat guests who've not done so, subscribe to the channel and like the videos and hit the notification bell, be up to date with our weekly posts. Let's get cooking. Well, while the grains of choice is cooking, let's go ahead and preheat a saute pan over high heat. What I like to do is I like to char my vegetables a little just to add a little more flavor and a little smokiness comes out of it. So add a touch of oil and go ahead and add our onion and our carrot. We're looking for a nice color to it, brown color. So while the vegetables are cooling down, let's go ahead and carve our peppers. What I'll do is either a paring knife or a small chef knife, whatever you're comfortable with. Go ahead and put your tip of the knife down through and gently carve it vertically, just to cut the top out. Gently peel back. And then go ahead and you have some of the rib in there. You can take your knife and just gently cut that out. And then repeat with the remaining peppers. Now, after our vegetables and our grain of choice has cooled down, I chose Freekeh for this one. I'm also going to do a couple peppers with Farro. Feel free to use any grain that you like. If you want to make it gluten-free, by all means use rice, wild rice, or even quinoa. So now, let's go ahead and add our vegetables. I'm then going to add some scallions and chopped parsley. Let's go ahead and gently mix together. Go ahead and give it a taste, and then we will adjust any salt and pepper seasonings as we need. Now that our filling has been mixed and seasoned to our liking, let's go ahead and start filling our peppers. When you're filling them, go ahead and press down gently. You don't want to pack in too tight. If it gets too tight and it's too dense, it'll take forever to cook or heat up all the way through. You just want to pack it tight enough that where everything stays in place and still enable some air holes there to allow hot air and moisture to heat everything up. So now we fill that. Go ahead and repeat with the remaining peppers. Now we're ready to cook. Let's go ahead and stand our peppers into a pot. The red ones I have filled with the Freekeh, and the yellow and the orange I have with Farro. So now that we have this in here, what I like to do is I will take a chopped onion and some garlic and put into the liquid. This is going to do two things. One, it's going to help with flavor, obviously. And number two, when we go to thicken the sauce at the end, this is going to help thicken it when we puree. Next, go ahead and add either tomato juice or vegetable juice. Choice is up to you. This pepper has everything cooked inside of it with exception to the broccoli. So what we're going to do is cook everything slow, turn it on to medium, and then bring it to a simmer, turn it down to low, and then put the lid on it and let it cook for about 15 to 20 minutes until the internal temperature is 165 degrees Fahrenheit. Well, here we are after 20 minutes. I know that they're hot all the way through. The steam really did its job. So now what I'll do is I'll take a slotted spoon and let's go ahead and remove it from the liquid. Well, now that we have our peppers removed, let's go ahead and puree the sauce using an immersion blender. Now that we have our sauce pureed, let's go ahead and season it. Salt and pepper, and a little bit of Hungarian paprika. Go ahead and give it a stir. Let's go ahead and taste it. All right, let's put our peppers back into here to keep it warm, and we are ready for service. Well, there you have my vegan stuffed peppers. Very easy to make, very flavorful. The filling is amazing. And the filling, what leftover we have, we're gonna utilize for something else. Perhaps roast some butternut squash and then serve it on top, a bed of this filling. I chose to use Freekeh as well as Farro. Those are two of my favorite grains. Feel free to use any grain that you like. Make it gluten-free by substituting rice, white rice, basmati, brown, wild rice, whatever you like. Even use quinoa. There's many options out there to use as a filling for this. Spaghetti squash makes a great filling. The sauce itself, if for some chance you run into an issue where the sauce is not quite thick enough, feel free to use some tomato paste to help thicken it. I pulled some out and had it ready to go, but it turned out I did not need it. Because the tomato juice that I used, I did not cut it with water or stock. As it reduces, it thickens for you. And the addition of the garlic as well as the onion pureed into it is gonna help thicken it, as I mentioned, and also bring it that extra layer of flavor. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's demonstration. Give it a shot. Hopefully, inspires you to give some other thoughts about different fillings for your stuffed peppers. The sauce, feel free to add sour cream to it when you're thickening it. That'll help cut down on a little bit of the acid from the tomato. And if you choose to make it a little bit spicy, it'll tone it down that way as well. Thank you very much for joining.